Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Stevens. I'm the author of the Tanyuin Academy series, and this is English Nerd. So, happy St. Crispin's Day, everybody. I feel like every year, or at least most years that I've had this channel, there's been a St. Crispin's Day specific video in honor of one of my favorite Shakespearean speeches, which is the St. Crispin's Day speech in Shakespeare's Henry V. So today I wanted to talk about iambic pentameter. It's a term that you hear a lot in English classes. Not only does Shakespeare use this, but Marlowe and Donne and Browning and a lot of people who write sonnets or plays in verse use iambic pentameter, whether or not it rhymes. And so I wanted to just work through what that means so that you fully understand the concept. So let's break down the word. First of all, iambic pentameter, we'll take that first part first. Iambic. Iambic refers to a type of meter, and meter is just a beat. Like a song will have a beat. Normally a drum will kind of be the beat for a song. The meter is kind of like that drum beat. And so anyway, an iamb is a type of beat that goes unaccented, accented. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. So it's unaccented, accented. Pentameter refers to 5, pent, like the pentagon, and meter, of course, just means that this is a metrical beat. So iambs, da-da, are repeated 5 times. So it's da-da, 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 da-da. And that is the pattern of iambic pentameter. That means that iambic pentameter lines have typically 10 syllables. Da-da, 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 da-da. 10 syllables. I said typically because there is a sort of variation on the ending, which I will explain at the end of this video because that's kind of extra information. But I want to give you an example of what this actually looks like in Shakespeare in particular. Iambic pentameter was really popular during Shakespeare's day and even through, I would say, the 1800s. After that, people stopped using it quite as often, but it is the closest beat to the way that we speak normally in English. It's very natural sounding, and it's easier to memorize as well than a lot of other types of, in the case of Shakespeare, dialogue. So here is the part that we're going to look at. At the end of the St. Crispin's Day speech, which happens in Act 4, Scene 3 of Henry V, the forces of England are facing off against the far superior forces of the French, and the English are losing heart, and so the young king stands up. He gives this speech to rally his troops, and then in the Battle of Agincourt that happens after that, the English actually win, even though they are vastly outnumbered, just because of how inspirational this speech is. And the speech ends this way.
And gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhood's chief, whiles any speaks that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day.
Let's take that last line, that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day. That fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day. Now you might be thinking I'm just emphasizing every other syllable, and that's just what you can do with any word. You can't do that with any word. Instead, words have a natural emphasis on certain syllables over others, and so in order to create a line of iambic pentameter, you need to very carefully arrange those words. So you take my name, for example, Carly Stevens. It's not Carly Stevens, that would be incorrect. It's Carly Stevens, and so for both my first and last name, the accent falls on the first syllable, and then the second syllable is unaccented. But that's not true of all names. That's not true of all words. You think about a name like Elaine. Lane, that second syllable is going to be the one that is accented. You think about a name that has more than 2 syllables, something like Costanza. I'm just going to go with a Seinfeld theme here. And that has 3 syllables, right? Costanza. And the second syllable is the one that has the natural accent. It's not Costanza, it's Costanza. It's not Costanza. So in order to figure out where the accent is in a word, my best advice to you, if you can't just hear it naturally, is to overemphasize each syllable, and then whichever one still sounds like the word as it's meant to be pronounced, that is the syllable that gets accented. So back to our line, that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day. With this one, we have some one-syllable words, but it's the more important ones that typically are the ones that get emphasized, that fought with us. That and with aren't as important as fought and us. So we have da-da, 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 da-da. And that's basically how it works. Now, I said that at the end of this video, I would let you know that there are lines of iambic pentameter that do not have 10 syllables. There is an 11th syllable option. So most of them have only 10 syllables, that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day, and gentlemen in England now abed. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? All these different ones generally go that way, unaccented, accented, and that's it. So that ending, that typical ending, is called the masculine ending, but there is a feminine ending option where you have an additional syllable that is unaccented. So you think about Hamlet's to be or not to be or not to be, that is the question. That last syllable is unaccented and it comes at the end. So essentially you still get that pattern, da 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 da, but then there's this kind of coming down with an unaccented syllable, and that's called the feminine ending. So if you see as you're going through your poem that there might be an additional syllable, as long as it's unaccented at the end, then that still counts as iambic pentameter. Okay, I hope that this clarified things for you. I know I explained that. I feel like I explained that pretty thoroughly, but if you have any questions, put those down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more English nerdy goodness. Don't forget that Tanyuin Academy Stories, the set of short stories all about the characters in the Tanyuin Academy series, is just about out. Actually, no, wait. As this is premiering, it just came out last Friday. So get your hands on it. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local independent bookstore, however you like to consume your books. So that is it. I will see you guys on Monday.